Thank you all for joining me for a special edition of Conversations with Mr. Clark. I'd like to thank everybody tuning in, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. It's a nice picture right there. There we go. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for being a part of this. We have a lot of things going on, a lot of movement work going on, a lot of things we need support with, we need help with, and we can't do it without you guys. One of the main things we need support with is remodeling Stephon's house, where I sit right now. And Stephon's house was not created for me, not created for family. It was created for you, the people, impacted families of police and community. That's why Stephon's house is so important. That's why it's very important that we support it, commemorate it, and make sure we become members, make sure we're coming to volunteer. Because if we're not out here helping our community, if we're not out here supporting one another, loving on each other, having safe, brave spaces or brave, safe spaces, then we are failing miserably, okay? Miserably. And I don't want to be the guy out here always talking about what needs to be done. I don't want to be the guy here always talking about the solutions. But damn it, if ain't nobody else going to talk about it, fuck it, I guess I will. Excuse my French. I don't want to start cussing already, because you guys know I get a little passionate sometimes. But this is why I'm here at Stephon's house. Stephon's house was established in 2019. It is 2022. We have the studio here, the therapy room, the game room, the main room, the classrooms, every room, bathrooms, all the rooms, we have them here. And it's all for the family that have been impacted. And I would hate for you guys, look, when you come here, like right now, all you see is guns and pictures of me. But this is my office. But when you come here, you're going to see pictures of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, Sean Bell, Amadou Diallo, Mario Woods, Willie McCoy, Sandra Bland. So many names you're going to learn about when you come to Stephon's house. And our primary function is to be a safe, brave space for the underrepresented community outside of the underfunded community. Because we don't want to have Stephon's house somewhere in the ghetto or the projects where somebody probably shoot Stephon's house up based off geographical locale they own no parts of. So we have to move outside of the underfunded neighborhood. And what we teaching is deeper than politics and rap and sports and all that shit. This is an actionable item when it comes to healing, when it comes to resources. I mean, gardening, land, technology, science, finding out ways to feed our babies. This is a conversation that we have in Stephon's house when it comes to brothers killing brothers. Too many brothers killing brothers. We got to have those conversations too. Nobody wants to have those conversations. Huh? You can find more videos of black people fighting each other in the malls, in front of liquor stores, at gas stations, in grocery stores, and more videos like that throughout the whole internet. There's so many violence being depicted out there between black people. We have to talk about it. We have to talk about it. And I'm not here to talk about black on black crime because, black on black crime is something new. I was reading a article and was talking about Essence magazine. And Essence magazine was one of the first, not Essence, Ebony magazine was one of the first main magazines, most modern magazines to reference black on black crime in the black media, from black media, and that was in 1979. It was the first commercially successful black owned magazine that focused on the African American community, and they featured a complete article on black crime. And in that article, it says, although the black community is not responsible for the external conditions that systematically create breeding grounds for crime, the community has a responsibility of doing what it can to attack the problem from within. We as a community have a duty obligation. It is our job to attack the problem within, as a village, as a community. That's why I've always said we got to de-escalate our own situations in our community, because the police, they're not going to do it. They're going to kill us. Not all of them, but sometimes in a lot of our communities, it feels as if police protect property, not people. We have to stand on our own 2 feet, create systems that are not only going to fight the oppressor, but also go on towards what do we do after we're no longer oppressed anymore? How are we going to sustain? One thing is to build it. Another thing is to sustain it. And we have to do both. You have to build it and sustain it. And that's what we're trying to do here at the I Am SAC Foundation. I love everybody. Everybody knows it. At the same time, it's got to be some type of accountability on all levels. Stephon's house will include workshops, exhibitions, lectures, classes, movie nights, game nights, public programs, archives, collections, readings, dinners, fundraisers, parties, and so much more. Stephon's house is, after you have a Stephon's house, then you can have a Breonna Taylor house, a George Floyd house, an Eric Garner house, a Tamir Rice house. They all need their own houses. We need to be taking down those racist Confederate statues and building up Trayvon's house. Legacy houses. I love that. Legacy houses. We need more legacy houses. Amen. I want to post that right there. Legacy houses. Thank you, Bridget. We need legacy houses because these are a place, they're not tied to religion or politics. These legacy houses are tied into justice and accountability. And this is why we must be vigilant. I need your help. Whether you want to volunteer, whether you want to come and put some pictures on the walls for us, whether you want to come learn about the movement, whether you want to join the event team, no matter how you want to do it, we need it. We need you guys. And I'm not afraid to come beg and ask them for help. I'm not afraid at all because I need the help. Everybody love everybody. We have a SAC 6 program. And our SAC 6 is simple. Some of you know the SAC 6, some of you don't. But it's number 1, bridge the gap between law enforcement and at-risk communities. Number 2, inform and educate on policy and legislative change. Number 3, provide resources and healing spaces for those in our community. Number 5, commemorate the life and legacy of our dear brother in a positive light, so that his name may live on for generations long after you and I left this earth. And number 6, spread the gospel of love. And when we say the gospel of love, we mean everybody. Love everybody. That's our story, and we're sticking to it.